vast numbers of people in this country, largely white people, who do not recognize that their pain and their suffering is linked to the pain and suffering of Black people and Latinos and Native Americans. They do not realize that they are suffering the consequences of global capitalism. And so you have a capitalist like Donald Trump who represents himself as their savior.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Yeah, we can do that. But we also have to figure out how to prevent Donald Trump from being elected next month. Now, as a person who has been involved in radical politics all of my life, I have never seen the electoral arena as a place where I can express my radical revolutionary politics. And it's kind of hard to imagine being revolutionary within the context of the existing electoral system. Am I right? So I think we need a new party. I think we have to start imagining and building a political party that is not linked to the capitalist corporations, a party that is feminist, a party that is anti-racist, a party that is opposed to the occupation of Palestine by the state of Israel, a party that will represent the true needs of the people, not only of this country, but the people of the world. And I could also talk about a party that stands for food sovereignty. A party that recognizes that when capitalist corporations are involved in the production of food that human beings need to nourish themselves, they're involved for the purposes of generating as much profit as possible. And therefore they destroy the earth. They create untold pain for the animals that they raise in order to provide food for human beings. And so I want a radically different kind of political party. But unfortunately, it's not going to be possible to build that party between now and election day. So, and as much as I will argue that the electoral arena is not a space where we can exercise our radical politics, I will not tell you not to vote. We all have to exercise the right to vote. We have struggled too long and too hard to give up that right today. I don't know about that. So I want to ask you to think about the best reason for going to the polls next month. The best reason, in my opinion, is to create the space that will allow us to begin to build our movements, to create flourishing movements, and to build that political party that I was talking about a moment ago. And you know what will happen if Donald Trump is elected. You know about the consequences for generations to come. The fact alone that it would be possible to stack the Supreme Court in a way that will reverse so many of the gains for which we struggled over decades and over generations. So what does that mean? What does that mean? You know, if you go to the polls and if you have, I have problems with the other candidates. I have problems with Hillary Clinton. I'm sorry, because I have problems with the Democratic Party that is just as linked to the corporate capitalist structure as the Republican Party. But I know that if I vote for Donald Trump, or if I don't vote for anyone, that I will perhaps be contributing to the possibility of increasing repression over the next decades. And let me tell you, I know what repression is all about. Early in my career as a political activist, I was charged with murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy, and faced the death penalty 3 times. And it was only because of the development of a mass movement all over the world that my life was saved, and that I can be with you this afternoon reflecting on the possibilities of building a movement that is going to safeguard our future. And so, let me say that we cannot take where we are for granted. It is wonderful that young people are rising up, not only all over this country, but let's remember that our movements are connected with what is going on in Brazil, with what is going on in Colombia, with what is happening in Palestine, with what is going on at this very moment in South Africa, because they are struggling again to be able to imagine a future that is a future of freedom. And so let me conclude by saying that there is one river that we have to cross next month. And let's cross that river so that we will be able to begin the process of building a movement that will transform in a revolutionary manner the entire society of the United States of America. Thank you very much.